It was a hot summer day in Chowchilla, California, the kind of day that feels slow and sleepy. School was out. Children were heading home from a trip to the local swimming pool. They were on a school bus driven by a man they knew and trusted, Frank Edward Ray. He was just Ed to them. The bus rumbled along the dusty country roads, a familiar yellow beacon in the afternoon sun. Suddenly, a white van blocked the road. 3 men with guns got out. They were wearing masks, which made them look like monsters from a bad dream. The children's laughter stopped. A thick silence fell, broken only by the nervous shuffling of feet. The kidnappers took over. They drove the bus down a hidden path into a dry riverbed. Their world, once so safe and predictable, had just been turned upside down. After hours of being driven in darkness, the vans finally stopped. They were at a rock quarry in Livermore, California. The men led them to a hole in the ground. It was the opening to an old moving van that had been buried underground. It was a tomb. The space was dark, cramped, and foul-smelling. It was about the size of a small room. But for 27 people, it was a cage. Once everyone was inside, the kidnappers placed a heavy metal plate over the opening. The last sliver of light disappeared. The younger children started to cry. Their small sobs echoed in the suffocating space. The darkness was absolute. In this moment of absolute terror, something remarkable happened. The older children started to care for the younger ones. They began to sing songs to drown out the crying. Ed Ray knew they could not wait for rescue. He and 14-year-old Michael Marshall began to work, using wooden slats to create leverage against the heavy plate. Michael, being strong and determined, balanced precariously on the stack, pushing with all his might. After hours of relentless effort, they managed to move the plate. Michael began to dig at the dirt with his bare hands. They were digging for their lives. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Michael broke through to the surface. A sliver of moonlight cut through the darkness. One by one, the children emerged from their tomb, covered in dirt but alive. They had done it. They had escaped. 16 hours after they were buried, the children of Chowchilla had saved themselves. Their escape was not just a lucky break, it was a victory of the human spirit. For the 26 children who had been buried alive, the ordeal was far from over. The real struggle with the invisible wounds of trauma was just beginning. Trauma rewires the brain. When a child experiences overwhelming threat, their brain's alarm system goes into overdrive, changing the brain's architecture. Healing from trauma is possible. It happens through safe relationships, through therapy that helps process overwhelming memories, and through experiences that rebuild safety. The survivors of Chowchilla, in their lifelong struggles and moments of peace, embody this complex journey toward wholeness. The story of Chowchilla leaves us with a message of hope. It reminds us that even after the most horrific events, healing can happen. The human spirit, like the children of Chowchilla, can find its way out of the darkness and back into the light. If this story moved you, please like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe for more content exploring the resilience of the human spirit.